calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Stafford going to put it up right away. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. For this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in.
Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go.
Just shy of the 30. Play action. Now it's Lock. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lock out to his left. And that's going to be caught down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is all the way up past the 25.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball? So that one return. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw it is Locke. Rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drew Locke punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Man open is Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. Now it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp
from 13 yards out.
And the Rams have moved out in front.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
On first down, Locke being chased out left. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Steps away, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Locke to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On play action, Locke on the move to his left. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Locke going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the...
There he goes, right side. 30, 10, touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point. Up and good, and it's now 21-7. Well, the defense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Block off of play action. Out to his left. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Drew Lock with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again here with Akers. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Stafford. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford. Throw, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preached about this and worked.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Stafford. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Rolling to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Clock now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Bo Melton.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Seahawks get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on second down. Locke steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Throwing now is Locke. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drew Locke taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. But they had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Off play action. Lock. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 32 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. And he's brought down. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down Rams.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Bo Melton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Allen Robinson of the Rams with the football once again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lock to throw.
Steps away. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in the time. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lock. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now Lock. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lock.
Forced out to his left. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. To throw is Lock. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams
down by 7, a little over a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Stafford now to throw.
This is Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
He's back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it's